Hey guys, how's it going? Well, you know what's better than one Plymouth Valiant? About two Plymouth Valiants. That's right, I did it again. Bought another Valiant. This is just a deal I couldn't pass up, as they all are, I guess. But I thought I would make this video for one reason, is that these cars are very similar, but they're very different, and I'll have to show you what I mean by that. So let's look at some of the differences in these cars. They're about as opposite as they could be for being 1 year apart. So let's take a look. Now, this Valiant, the one I've had since January, this is a 74 Valiant. It's a V8, power steering, power brakes, air conditioning, all that. And then this one is a 73. It's 1 year older. And it's a slant six, manual brakes, drum brakes, no air conditioning, no power steering, no power anything. So it's kind of interesting to look at the comparison and contrast, I think. Of course, this is a V8, as you can see. There's the engine, power brakes, air conditioning, big 26-inch radiator with fan shroud. It's got the, I guess that's a 5-blade fan on it. All that. It's got a hood insulation pad. This car, here's this engine in it. It's a 225 slant six with a 1-barrel carburetor. As you can see, no power steering, no power brakes, single belt, small, I guess that's an 18-inch radiator, 4-blade fan with no shroud on it. Now, the differences in these cars actually run a little bit deeper. Of course, the paint color is different. This is just, see, and they complain about me having cars here, but that kind of crap goes on all the time. This car is KG2 frost green, and this one is this is F3, which is kind of a medium green, I guess it is. So I tell you what it is, the people here, they want this to be like a park-like setting, and it's not. It's far from it. So let's look on back through here. Of course, this car, once we get turned around here, this car over here has a vinyl top. It has chrome moldings all around it on the windows. It has molding down the side of it, except where it got knocked off. This car has no moldings whatsoever. Has painted door trim. And look at the back. This is a big difference here. This car here, the rear end looks different on them because 73 was the last year for them to build them with these. This is actually, this car here, the 73, is actually on a shorter wheelbase. I think this is a 108-inch wheelbase, and this one is 111. And why that is because in 1974 they started building the Valiant as a version of a Dart, and the Dart was already built on that longer wheelbase. So this is just a badge engineered Dodge Dart. Back then, 73 on down, they had a different wheelbase and different rear end and everything. So you can see there's quite a bit of difference looking at them. And you notice the bumper guards are different on this one. They're chrome with a strip in them. On the 74, they are totally rubber on the 73. Of course, the back window's different on the 74. It has that concave window. That one does not. That one's got a painted gas cap. That one's got a chrome one. Of course, the hubcaps are different. This is a just a bottom of the line Valiant, this 73 is, and this one's, I don't know if it was the top of the line, but let's take a look at the interiors and you can tell quite a bit of difference there too. Of course, this one's got the deluxe door panels with a wood grain strip on it and the nicer seat. Of course, I've been driving this car every day, so it's got some junk in it, excuse that. But of course, it has full carpeting, air conditioning vents, AM radio. That's something I want to mention to you when we get over to the other car. AM radio, and all that. This interior coat is F8 green. They actually painted cars this color. Instrument panel here. Now this car has this is a fasten seatbelt light right here, and they all had them. That one over there does too. And that's that one there. That's a check EGR light, which never comes on. This one has the hood release inside. It has a day-night mirror. But that's really the only differences in them. It has belts that are retractable. It's got the retractors here. And I don't like these that much because they stick all the time. You notice that up there, there's going to be a difference. It's got an inside mirror. The other one does too. You can hear over these cicadas or whatever these are. I'll start this one up. Find my keys. So. There's that one. Let's take a look at this car. This is completely different. And when I first looked in this car, I thought that they had reupholstered it. So they have kind of fixed something here a little bit. But doing some research, this is actually the original upholstery in this car. Because this car has, according to the original owner that I got it from, has 49,000 miles on it. And you can see the door panels are not deluxe on this one. Steering wheel is not, this earlier style manual steering wheel. Has the vinyl floor covering. Looks like she's kept mats on it. Look how nice and original that looks. Got that little deal there. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's a trash can holder, trash bag holder. I'm not sure. But what was fascinating about this car is, for it being a bare basement car, it had an optional AM/FM radio in it, which the guy kept. So he knew it was worth something. But anyway, the instrument panel on this one looks almost exactly the same, except this one over here does not have a check EGR, because it doesn't have an EGR. Well, it does, but it does not have a light. It's got some remnants there. 49,000 miles. 49,279. Here's an inspection sticker. This car came from up north, and it was inspected 6/22 of 12 at station 7958 in Pennsylvania. If anybody knows where that's at, let me know. Odometer then was 49,249. So this car has been driven in 1 year. It's been driven 30 miles. So, and the person was elderly. Actually, what happened was I bought this from a guy who bought it from the original owner, but he only had it for like a month. He only bought it to, to resell. So he said he drove it 30 miles home. So that's about right. So apparently the old lady was not driving anymore. So she decided to part with it. So, but what's fascinating about this, take a look down here. You see that? This is a 3 on the tree. Alright. And you have to have the clutch in to start it. And I'm going to start it up for you. That carburetor's kind of, don't have too much confidence in it. Fishy sounding, but kind of idle's weird. But close the door here. It's supposed to come on. That thing usually comes on there. May not now, but anyway, I usually got a fasten seatbelt so it comes on there. But, just let the brake off, and there it goes. You had to let the brake off. That's right. That's neat. Then you put your belts on, and it goes back off. And then this one does not have the retractable belts, and it's got those lap belts. And I don't know what happened to the shoulder belts up there. It looks like somebody removed them. So, yeah. Yeah, I think this carburetor is pretty. This is one of those Holly 1920s, and they're known to give all kinds of problems when they get elderly. So let's see if I can get it started again. Well, I guess the answer is no at the moment. So I might have the choke might be sticking on it. So I'll check into that. I got to do some work on it. It needs oil changed and some other stuff tended to. Something looks like the battery blew up, or I don't know if the battery did that or what happened back here, but something's got all over that firewall and just peeled the paint completely off of it. Thinking maybe the brake booster was doing, the brake master was doing that, but I don't know. But anyway, that's the tour, guys. Just a little comparison there. These two cars, I thought it was interesting. This one came with these dog dish hubcaps, and I don't care for them at all. I'm not gonna, throw them away or anything. I'll keep them or sell them to somebody, but I just don't care for those. So what may eventually happen is I may switch off those hubcaps onto this car and the tires, possibly the tires, possibly not. But I've got a set of rally wheels I may put on that one. And this car is not, since it came from up north, it's a little bit crusty in places. The fenders are pretty rough on it. You see here it's got some junk there going on. And over here it's just, you can tell, it looks to me like they've been repaired once. This isn't even the right fender. This fender off something else. But it's got that going on, and it's got a little bit of a crusty spot right back there where the salt is kicked up on it. I've been kind of looked under it pretty good. It's not real bad under it, but it's got a few issues. This is looking a little crusty, and this back here's already been worked on once at least. So anyway, it'll need some attention down the road, but that's what I'm trying to strive to get set up so I can do actual work instead of just being a car shuffler around here. So give me a good garage space. That's high on my agenda. So give me some garage space, I can do some actual work. So anyway, so there's the 10-cent tour, guys. So I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.